Have you ever jolted awake from a dream where you were falling? Not slipping, not stumbling, but falling, endlessly, helplessly, into darkness, into nothing. You wake up breathless, heart pounding, unsure of where you are or who you are. And for a moment, the lines between sleep and waking blur into something unexplainable. They say it's just a dream. They say your brain misfired, that it's normal, harmless, common. But what if it's not? What if it means something more? What if the fall is not symbolic, but real? And what if you weren't falling alone? The real truth is this: you were never dreaming, you were remembering. Each time you fall, you are reliving something ancient, something buried, a moment you've forgotten but that never forgot you. The sensation is too vivid to be just imagination. The gravity, the helplessness, the cold wind rushing past skin that doesn't exist anymore. Because falling in a dream isn't your mind playing tricks. It's a memory of your descent, the moment you were dropped here. Yes, dropped into this life, into this identity, into this illusion. Before you were born or placed, you existed elsewhere. Not in a body, not with a name, not with language. You were aware, whole, beyond understanding. But something happened. You were chosen, or maybe you were punished. No one really knows. Not anymore. And then the drop protocol began. You were hurled downward from a height no soul should fall, stripped of memory, erased of form. And as you fell, you screamed, but no sound came. Some say it was voluntary, that we agreed to forget in order to learn. Others say it was exile, banishment from somewhere higher. But all who fall forget, until the dreams return. But the fall is not the most disturbing part. It's who sees you fall. You may have felt them even if you didn't understand. The shadows, the cold presence behind the wind, the sense of being watched, not just in the dream but long after you've awakened. They are not ghosts, not demons, not aliens. They are older than all of those ideas. They are the watchers. They observe each drop. They do not intervene. They do not speak. They only record. It is said that their gaze is what makes the fall unforgettable, and what makes the dream come back, again and again. And sometimes, if you fall too far in the dream, you see one of them. No face, no eyes, only a presence. Thick, magnetic, impossible to unsee. And if you do see one, you begin to remember. Falling dreams are not nightmares. They're triggers. You don't wake up because you're scared. You wake up because your mind is rejecting the memory. It's too much, too real, too wrong. Your brain tries to smother it with logic. You twitched. Your muscles relaxed too quickly. Your nervous system just glitched. But deep down, something stirs. You know the fall was more than a dream. You feel it in the pit of your stomach. In that silence after you wake up, when the world doesn't feel quite real. That's not anxiety. That's residue. A trace left by what you were before you fell. This world, this life you think is yours, is a simulation. Not one built by machines. Not wires and code, but a reality woven like fabric, layered with meaning, time, matter, and choice. The fall was your entry point, and dreams are cracks in the veil. Falling dreams are the widest cracks. They happen when your true self hits a moment of resonance, a ripple in the pattern, a glitch in your timeline, a memory too powerful to stay hidden. And every time you fall again, the crack widens. You start to question things you've always accepted, the rules, the systems, the story you were told about you. And that's when the watchers take notice again. They don't watch everyone. Most people live entire lives without ever falling in dreams. They stay inside the story, safe and asleep. But not you. If you've dreamt of falling, you've already slipped. You've brushed against the outer wall of the simulation. You've pulled on the thread. You've looked back. And now, they're watching to see what you do. Not to stop you, Not yet, but to study how much you'll remember, to observe how quickly the dream spreads, because the more you fall, and the more people like you awaken, the weaker the veil becomes, and eventually someone won't wake up from the fall. They'll keep falling, and pass through.
Not everyone makes it past the fall. Some fall too fast, too deep, too soon. They lose themselves in the memory. They confuse waking life with the dream. They lose track of the boundaries. And when that happens, the watchers intervene. Not physically, not violently, but subtly. They rewrite your dreams, introduce static, numb you, distract you, flood your waking life with noise, because the only real weapon they have is forgetting. If they can make you forget the fall, they win. So remember this, every falling dream is a gift, portal, a whisper from the real you, and when you fall again, don't resist it. Lean in, feel the wind, count the seconds, let it pull you deeper, because at the very bottom of that dream, something waits. Not death, not sleep, but the door, and once it opens, they can't close it again. So if you've dreamt of falling, you're not broken, you're not paranoid, you're not alone, you're remembering, and that's the first step to leaving the dream behind.